I remember the exact moment everything shifted. I was scrolling to my phone, idly checking emails, when a message popped up from her. I thought it would be a silly meme, something harmless, but the words froze me in place. "He's hilarious. Wish you could see him. Maybe you'd understand why I laugh so much." My stomach dropped, my hand went clammy, and for a split second, I couldn't even breathe. He? Who the hell is he? I wanted to dismiss it, tell myself I was overreacting, that I was imagining things. Maybe it was just a friend she joked with, but something in the way it was worded felt different, off. The laughter she mentioned, it wasn't the kind we shared. It wasn't the private jokes or the little glances that made our world ours. This felt like a secret, one I wasn't meant to know. The following days were hell. My mind ran in circles. She started coming home later than usual, claiming work, errands, or just needed air. I caught glimpses of her phone screen, always facing down, her fingers twitching as if she wanted to hide something. I tried to calm myself, rationalize it. Maybe I'm paranoid. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. But my gut screamed otherwise. Then came the small things. A new scent on her coat. A laugh that didn't include me. The way she checked her phone when I entered the room. I started noticing patterns I'd ignored before. Missed calls, messages that disappeared when I entered the room. Subtle tension whenever I asked, "Who's that?" Her replies were always sharp, almost rehearsed, but coated in a thin layer of casual humor. And then, one night, it hit me in a way I wasn't ready for. We were sitting on the couch, a movie humming quietly in the background, the kind of night we used to share in comfort. She mentioned a coworker, joking about a story he had shared, and I laughed along, forcing a lightness I didn't feel. But then she said it casually, like tossing a pebble into still water. "He's so much funnier than you. You'd probably just sit there and not get it." Her words bounced in my head, sharp and relentless. My throat tightened. For a moment, I wanted to disappear, to vanish in the living room and the life I thought we had. I looked at her, really looked, and everything I'd loved seemed to morph under my gaze. The warmth, the jokes, the intimacy, they all felt like illusions. I tried to speak. I opened my mouth, but nothing came out. I think she noticed a change, the icy quiet that settled between us. She laughed it off, waved her hand like it was nothing, but her eyes flicked her phone in a way that made my chest ache. I didn't know what I feared more, the truth or the absence of it. A week later, I found it. Her phone, left unattended for a moment, unlocked by mistake. I wasn't proud of what I did, but curiosity overrode reason. And there it was, messages, photos, little inside jokes she had with someone else. My wife, my partner, laughing, flirting, sharing moments with a man I'd never met. The betrayal wasn't cinematic. It was mundane, casual, almost effortless. That casualness hurt worse than any dramatic confrontation ever could. I remember sitting there, phone trembling in my hand, heart pounding, vision blurred. Memories flashed. Our wedding day, quiet dinners, mornings spent tangled in sheets, her laugh ringing through our home. Every moment that it felt intimate suddenly felt like a performance. Every word, every smile, a carefully placed lie. I wanted to scream, to break something, to shatter the calm she had maintained while I was blind. When she returned that night, I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. I waited, letting the weight of my silence speak first. She noticed, finally, the tension thick enough to slice through the air. I handed her phone across the table, without a word. She froze. Her eyes widened, guilt and surprise dancing across her features. I didn't mean, she started, but I cut her off. "Why?" My voice was low, controlled, but it carried the weight of every sleepless night, every pang of suspicion, every moment I had questioned myself instead of you. Why him? Why like this? Her response was soft, almost pitiful. "It wasn't like that. I was lonely. I missed feeling wanted." Her words hung in the air, a mixture of truth and excuse. They didn't make sense, and they didn't heal anything. They just echoed the emptiness I now felt. I looked at her, at the woman I thought I knew, and realized I didn't anymore. The choice wasn't dramatic. It wasn't about punishment. It was about self-respect. I told her quietly, I can't do this anymore. And just like that, I left. No shouting, no doors slammed, just a slow, deliberate stepping out of life I had built around someone who had already stepped away. Walking away was painful, yes, but also necessary. The betrayal had burned away the illusion, leaving only clarity. I wasn't angry in the way people imagine in movies. I was clear. I was free. And maybe one day I could look back without the sting, without the ache, and see that what hurt the most wasn't losing her. It was realizing I had to find myself again,